Yo, what is good, YouTube? It's your boy Don back here with another build video, man. And today I got y'all with like a secondary ball handling build. While it is still a point guard, it's not to primarily play to one. It's more so when you got one of those little glitchy builds, which you know, everybody got a friend that got one of those little 5'9s. This is the build that can still run the ball in case of pressure, but it also has a lot of offensive capabilities. But before we get too deep into the video, man, do me a favor, make sure y'all smash that like button. We're gonna get into another build. First things first, we're gonna put it at the point guard position. Handedness does not matter, jersey number doesn't matter. So for the height on this build, or with the body settings, we can go with 6'4". We're gonna drop the weight to 192. So the thing we're looking for on this is to make sure we can get that perimeter defense up to 94. This build will be playing quite a bit of defense, man. Body shape is completely up to you. Wingspan, we're going with a 6'8". Now, all right, with all of that being said, we're gonna get right into the actual build, you know what I'm saying? So with the close shot, we're going up to 51. This will give you enough just to make those shots in the paint. Like, you, as long as you're wide open, you should be just fine. In all honesty, you don't need an attribute at all to be fine, as long as you're wide open. But you know, I like to have a little bit just in case you're getting a little bit of pressure from one of those smaller builds. Now, for the driving layup, we will be going with a 70. And for the driving dunk, we're gonna go with a 90. So the reason we're going with a 90 is because we want those, we want posterizer on goal. And I know 2 more points, we can get those elite contacts unlocked with the 80 vert. But listen, that's not what we're going for. We do want to get posterizer on goal though. And you can get some pretty decent dunks out of that, man. Some pretty decent dunks. Now, for the mid-range shot, we're not gonna go super high. Honestly, we're going dunks or threes on this build, you know what I'm saying? So with the 3-point shot, we'll be maxing, well, not maxing out, we're gonna take it to an 85. And that'll get you 23 of them green bean machine, you know, badges. You'll be straight with just that. So with the free throw, we're gonna take that up to a 73. This is the type of build you can take to wreck. It's pretty decent in the park as well. As long as you got another serious ball handler on your side, you'll be straight. It's almost a lockdown with all the defenses build is gonna have. And the playmaking is gonna be pretty solid. Secondary ball handler, with that being on your back, on your title, you're gonna need to have some playmaking as well. So I'm team 85 with the pass accuracy, man. You always, well, I always want to make sure that I have enough pass accuracy to get that gold bullet passer, man. That is a make or break badge. Now with the ball handler, we're going with an 84. And the reason we're going with the 84, you see at 83, I don't get hyperdrive on gold yet. 84, bang, it's there. That's all we really need for that. And with the speed with ball, we're going with an 80. Now this is just a blueprint for a build, so if you want this build to be like the primary ball handler, take a little something off your dunk. You got a little wiggle room right there. You can take that dunk down, put a little more something on either the 3-point shot or the ball handle. I think the pass accuracy is good though. Now for the defense, like I said, secondary ball handler, but you want to be able to play defense on their best guy. So perimeter defense, we are going with a 94. Still, we not gonna go crazy with it. And I don't know if y'all have heard me lately, but if you're new to the channel, man, I really think they did something to steals, man. It just seems like they're much easier to get. And with gold, pickpocket, you'll be good to go, man. It's gonna help you get so many of those steals. And man, I recently had a game where I was kind of going crazy with it. It wasn't even spamming, but I was, well-timed steals, and I got 7 of them things before halftime. Now with the block, we're going with a 57, just because we want to make sure that you get kind of some of those defensive badges. With the mismatch expert badge, you got to have something to combat that. If you don't have, intimidator or something like that, you're really not going to be getting the contest you want. Intimidator does help a little bit, but you still got to play some very solid defense. Now with the speed, we're going to max that out at a 91. Acceleration, we're going to take that up to an 89. Strength, I'm gonna go ahead and skip that just because we have all those badges, or those high badges on defense. The vertical, I'm gonna go with 80. We want to be jumping out the gym with this build. And last but not least, we're going to put all we can into stamina. All right, so the mistake I made on this build, as you can see, the stamina is way too low, man. It is because we got mid-range shot too high. We're gonna drop that down to a 70. So we can make sure we have decent stamina, man. You don't want to play around with the stamina. We're gonna put a 96 for the stamina and a 73 on the free throw, man. Just had to correct that real quick. I was making the build, I was like, yo, this don't even look right. But yeah, so this is the build right here. 16, 21, 26, and 21, man. that's a very decent badge spread. You want to be an all-around player, but you also want to be elite at something. This build is going to be elite at defense. With those 7 extra badges that you have from, you know, grinding your hard way for that daggone parrot, man, I'm still upset about the parrot. I don't know about y'all, but I'm still a little tight about that parrot. But yeah, those 7 extra badges, put those on defense so you can get all the badges that you might need. Now for the takeovers, we do get a few of them. If you want to do the finishing takeover, which honestly I would suggest maybe giving that a try, finishing, sharpshooting, or lock. Don't mess with the playmaking. You don't need that. You're a secondary ball handler anyway. This is a John Wall type build, you know what I'm saying, where you can pretty much a combo guard, you know, two-way combo guard if I had to, you know, give it a name myself. But yeah, so that's what we're doing on that. Block, sharp, and I like limitless range just because it kind of spaces out the defense a little bit more. Even when you start building up towards the takeover, it starts to give you those little bonuses that you'll see. Now, all right, we can go ahead and finish the build. Look at some of these comparisons. It comes out as a two-way three-point playmaker, shades of John Wall, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf, and De'Aaron Fox. I do think this build is a lot like John Wall. But I'm gonna go ahead and test this build so I can show you the badges that I would put on it to get the max out of the build. Remember the things on defense I told you. Defense, that's where I'm putting those 7 badges at, all 7 of them. I wanna have all the defense I could possibly have on the build. So first things first, we want those 3 badges on silver. Not silver, but we want them on gold, period. So limitless takeoff, posterizer, and saluted finisher. I'm gonna see what I can do with the rest of this. I can only get bronze there, and I'm gonna put that on bronze as well. I really don't think I'll need either of those badges. I really just wanted those 3 all the way to the right. You know, limitless takeoff, posterizer, and slithery. I think I will be just fine with those badges. Now, time for the shooting. I don't think you need a crazy amount of shooting on this. It's not really built for that. So you got Deadeye, put a little stop and pop on there. Hot zone hunter is a must, and catch and shoot. And there's been a lot of controversy over that sniper badge. If you want to use it, use it. If you don't, don't. I personally like it, so I'm gonna put it on silver. And then for the last thing, I'm gonna go ahead and put limitless spot up on. I do feel like that's a badge you could get away with having if you want to take those badge points away from sniper, and maybe put them there, man. I feel like that your money would be safe there. So now for the playmaking, putting bullet passer on, hyperdrive, I want that. I don't plan on doing a lot of dribble moves. This build is a more so takeaway from other people, you know what I'm saying? You want to get this on one of those little mismatches, get a big guy on you. You know, you abuse the pick and roll. I don't think you need quick chain. I don't really use it except on the very smallest of my builds. Quick first step, put that on gold. Unpluckable, put that on silver. Glue hands, put that on at least gold. I love glue hands. That's like one of my favorite badges. And last but not least, I'm putting it on handles for days. Now, the playmaking, not the playmaking, but the defense badges will be a little off because, like I said, this is where I'm going to put that 7 at. So I may not get everything I need, but I will be trying to make this as close as I possibly can to a lockdown. So interceptor, clamps, ankle braces, and then you're only going to have 5 left. So with the 5, I'm going to go ahead and put pickpocket on. But one of the things that I am missing, 5, put pick dodger. I want that on Hall of Fame. Pick dodger on Hall of Fame, put 5 there. Intimidator 1, and then for my last one, I'm gonna put off-ball pest on. Ankle braces and off-ball pest effectively do the same thing. Those are both 2 badges that I like to use in order to play defense and not get my ankles broken as much as you see in the badge description. And yeah, like I said, those 7 badges are missing. So this build is one of those builds that I think you do need those extra 7 badges, or you can just step down some of these other ones. You can put both of those on gold and put your extra points right up in here. You know, you don't have enough to get to Hall of Fame. So even if you only got 1 extra badge, you can get it. You can get it. You know what I'm saying? As long as you hit that 39 at least once. You know, college gives you +4, so even if you don't have the total +7, you will still be straight. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, man. I will catch y'all in the next one. I'm gonna go ahead and head out, but before you do, make sure you do me a favor, man. If you haven't already, like the video, subscribe to the channel, man. We're on the grind. We're almost at 800. I'm so close. I can taste it, my boy. And then we on to that 900, then 1K. I'm trying to get there as fast as possible, man. Bringing y'all as much good content as I possibly can. But I will catch y'all boys in the next one. It's your boy Don, and I'm up out of here. Peace.